welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with a super exciting video. I'm going to be sharing with you all my tips and tricks for how I edit and take my Instagram pictures. Lately, I have been kind of setting aside specific amounts of time to go and take Instagram pictures, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I feel like I've been trying to kind of step up my Instagram game. I've been trying to get a little bit more of like a feed going, but that's never been something that I've been good at. Before we get started, I feel like it only makes sense to tell you to follow me on Instagram at emilygrace.26. Comment below your guys' Instagrams. We can all check out each other's Instagrams. Comment also what your favorite Instagram editing app is. I feel like I've been kind of editing my pictures the same way and using the same apps for a while. So yeah, if you like these kind of videos, make sure to thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, turn on the notification bell. I'm posting for 30 days straight, so 30 days of videos like all together. I'm gonna try really hard not to miss an upload. Some really exciting videos planned, so stay tuned. Let's just go ahead and get into the video. So starting out is actually kind of taking the Instagram pictures. I live in the Midwest, and I personally feel that there are not a lot of good photo ops. Where I live, I feel like it's always a struggle to get good pictures. So lately I've just been taking all my pictures at the same place. What I've been doing, I'm trying to post more on Instagram. So I like to set aside specific times, especially if it's like a nice day, if my sister is not, like if she's not busy or something. I will basically take a day and kind of bring a few outfits, like 2 or 3 outfits, and go to this specific place and just take a whole bunch of pictures that day. And then I've got pictures to post for like the next week or so. It might be the same outfits, maybe like a couple, like again and again, but like from different angles and stuff like that. Basically, I mentioned this, I think, while I was actually taking the pictures. If you struggle with finding a good place, like if you don't live in a very aesthetic place, what I like to do is go to like a local outdoor shopping mall, and I like to take pictures on the top of an empty parking lot. I just think that looks kind of cute, and it's kind of the best I have where I live, without going too far. I feel like you can get some different variety of angles there. You can stand like within the empty parking spaces. You can stand like against the wall. Also trying to find some kind of blank wall. I feel like it can be kind of hard to find an aesthetic white wall. Even though it's really basic, it can be hard to find them. I feel like an outdoor shopping center is bound to have some kind of basic wall, so that's a good place to go to for both of those two things, a basic wall and parking structure. So that is where I like to take my pictures. Sometimes you can even get like where kind of like the different like shops are. You can kind of stand there and get more of like a street kind of city look. So I feel like there's more like variety there and within that one place. Obviously downtown, like a downtown kind of area, great for pictures. Coffee shops are always good, especially like aesthetic looking coffee shops where the lighting is really bright. I think that's one of the hardest parts of taking Instagram pictures is the location, but it doesn't have to be that important. Like I said, you can literally just go to like a parking structure and take some cute pictures. It doesn't have to be everything, but sometimes that can be the hard part. I feel like that's what held me back for a while for posting. I was like, I don't have a good place to take pictures. Those are some of my tips for actually going and taking the pictures. Once you're actually at your photo spot, you might have a few different outfits. Lighting is key, and lighting, angle, all of those things are really important. You might already know that if you're watching this video. Lighting is obviously really important, so you don't want the sun to be behind you, or else you're going to be very backlit. You want the sun to be kind of like directed at you. If it's too sunny, you're just going to be like squinting, and you're going to be like too sunny. So sometimes I like to go into an area where it's somewhat shaded, but the sun is kind of on the area. So the white wall I go to is kind of at a corner. So there's actually 2 white walls. One of them, the sun is usually directly on, and one of them is kind of like in the shade. I usually like to go to the one that's more shaded. If you're trying to get like golden hour pictures, obviously like you want to be facing the sun, and that's gonna look really nice. But if it's like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something, it might be like way too sunny. I feel like overcast days are almost better for taking pictures than a super sunny day. Getting the right lighting is key, and then getting the right angle. I like to take most of my angles most of my pictures just like straight on, like that. But if you kind of tilt your phone up, it can kind of make your legs look longer. I feel like if you tilt it down, it might look kind of weird, like you're looking up. Or you can kind of do it from the side. So just playing around with the angles and seeing what looks good. But I like most of my pictures more like traditional, just like straight on and not anything too crazy. Like a close-up, like a detail shot of like your necklace and your cardigan. Like I'll show you some like examples of what I'm talking about, like some detail shots to just kind of throw in your feed and mix it up from just like an outfit picture. Angles and lighting, very important. I actually went and took pictures and I kind of vlogged it to show you guys like what I actually do when I'm taking pictures, and my sister was taking pictures of me, so we gave you some tips and tricks while we were actually out taking pictures, so I'm going to show you that now. First thing I do whenever I'm taking Instagram pictures is try to find a good spot. So the location isn't necessarily everything, but you do want like a decent spot to take pictures. So I have kind of like my favorite spot, and it is this white wall. You guys might have seen it in a lot of my Instagram pictures, especially recently. It's just like a pretty basic white wall, so I feel like a lot of the attention can really be on like outfits. So we'll go to like the top of an empty parking garage as well. I feel like that's always a good spot, and those are kind of two things that you can probably find wherever you live. So then once I'm here, sometimes I'll look at other Instagram pictures or maybe Pinterest pictures for inspiration for maybe like poses or whatever, but typically I don't really do anything too spectacular with posing, so I will just kind of show you what I'm doing once I get here. I usually have my sister take my pictures.
Hi.
And she is
outfit today so she could take some of me.
Per case to by case, it's so cute. Yeah, so yes, we'll just take some pictures. Any like tricks or anything you can think of, Lauren?
I'd say if you're taking pictures of somebody, it's always nice to like tell them if something looks stupid. Like if they're like smiling, they're like, you know, to be like, hey,
or
like,
hair in their face.
Do something different. Yeah, if their like bra strap is showing, be like, hey, like you might want to fix this. Or if their like leg is like stuck out too far, because then, you know, when they see it, they're gonna notice those things. Try out different angles.
Yeah.
Different maybe areas, different lightings, different. Sometimes like when you take a picture, there's like that like little like yellow box that pops up, and then like the little sun. You drag it up or drag it down. It helps to like fix someone's hair, because you can't always tell what your hair is doing and what it looks like.
It's true.
Like sometimes like this part will be all pushed up.
On to outfit number 3. Outfit number 3, have this top from Princess Polly, stole this tank top from Lauren, but it's from Brandy. Necklace from Princess Polly, jean shorts are thrifted from at Shop 96. It's a local store where I live. I've told you guys in like every video, but definitely follow her on Instagram at Shop 96. And yes, Lauren's
there's a
spitting out
website,
the
free shipping.
Yes,
Follow.
website
Buy
shop96.com. Free shipping.
Reasonable prices.
Good prices.
Shop 96.
Yes, she has great vintage shorts. If you're not seeing on the any on the website in your size, just send her DM. She's like the nicest person ever. My shoes was from Urban Outfitters. Got my Princess Polly video that I'm just posted probably before this video, with a bunch of cute items from Princess Polly. That's basically why I'm here taking these pictures. The code SHOPEMILY20 for 20% off Princess Polly. I will have everything we're wearing linked below. So yeah, that was us actually going and taking pictures, and you know, hopefully that gave you maybe some ideas. I'm not like honestly very great at posing, so I just kind of, you know, just look to the side, smile, just my sunglasses, kind of pop my hip out. I don't know, I just kind of try some different things. Honestly, this sounds probably really weird and kind of superficial, but maybe like before you leave your house to take pictures, like looking in your mirror, kind of like trying some different poses and like seeing what looks good. Or if there's something kind of reflective where you're taking pictures, like a window or something, kind of like looking and like seeing like what you like. So I think that's everything as far as taking the pictures. I hope that was helpful. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I take all my pictures on my phone, on my iPhone. I have an iPhone 11. So once you've actually gotten your pictures, I like to go through and just favorite the ones that I like the best and just kind of narrow it down that way. I should honestly probably go through and delete the ones I don't like. Maybe that's why I have 43,000 pictures. So once you kind of find the ones that you like, one of the first things I like to do is go into the Lightroom app, which I do believe is free. A lot of times you'll see people using presets, which is where their feed just looks very, very like uniform, like all their pictures pretty much look the same, like color wise and everything like that. Those are pretty much purchased presets that you can buy. I feel like they're normally about $30 for like a pack of presets. So I like to go into Lightroom to start out with. Like I said, it's free, but you can buy presets which will change your picture a lot. If you want to see what that's like, I will link my previous how I edit my pictures video, and I show you how to edit with presets. In this video, we are going to go into Lightroom, the free app. Basically what I like to do in Lightroom is adjust the exposure, contrast, lighting, colors, and I feel like Lightroom is a really good app to do that. Sometimes I'll do it in VSCO. I feel like Lightroom really allows you to adjust it the best. So I feel like whenever I do take the extra time to go into Lightroom and adjust it, the picture's better, and when you see the before and after, you'll be like, oh wow, that actually did make a big difference. So sometimes if I'm lazy, I'll just go into VSCO where I pretty much do everything. I will apply a filter and grain and everything, and I'll just do the exposure and stuff in there. But I feel like if I take the extra step to do it on Lightroom, it makes a really big difference. So first thing I'm going to do is go to light. Usually I'll turn the exposure up and make it a little bit brighter, but sometimes if you turn the exposure down, I feel like you can kind of see the details and stuff more. So it kind of depends on the picture. And then I'm going to turn the contrast up as well. I feel like the highlights aren't a huge difference, but I think I'm going to turn this up a little as well. And then I don't do anything like 100%. I'm just going to do everything just a little bit. Whites I like to turn up actually quite a bit because I want the picture to be bright. And the blacks I'm going to turn down. The shadows I'm going to turn down a little bit. I'm going to show you a little before and after. Yeah, so now it's just a little bit brighter. So then we're going to go into color, and I think I'm going to turn the temperature up and make it a little bit warmer. I think I'm going to turn that tint up a little bit as well on the purple side to kind of like counteract the yellow. I don't know. And then I like to do the vibrance and saturation. So you can already see like what a big difference Lightroom has made. With mix, I always go and turn the yellow down. With this picture, it actually isn't making a big difference. So something that's really cool with Lightroom, that go into color, you can click mix and you can adjust every single color. So you can turn the yellows down or up, you can turn the blue down or up, you can turn the greens down or up picture. And the greens behind me, I was on top of the parking structure, but there was a bunch of green behind me. That was like, it was just so bright and green. Like took the greens and I turned the green like way down. So it was more like a grayish green, and it was more faded and it wasn't so bright green behind me. Most of my pictures, like if I take a mirror picture in my room, I'll turn the yellow down because my room just has kind of like, with the lights and everything, it just has like a yellow tone. If you go to orange and turn the luminance down a little bit, it will make you look a little tanner. So I'll just show you a little bit so you can tell. So I don't always do this, but sometimes, you know, want to make yourself look a little tanner. That's a little trick. Really don't think I need to do too much with colors. So that's all I'm going to do in Lightroom. It looked kind of dull before, and now it looks so much brighter. Now we are going to take it into VSCO. I've been using VSCO since like high school. I'm using it forever. Whenever I used it like in high school, they had like the different filter packs that you could buy, and I bought like a ton of them. So I don't even know the filters I have. I've just had for a long time. Lately I've been liking M5. I just use M5, but then I turn it down. I feel like 3 is kind of good. I think I'm actually gonna turn the exposure down because we already made it brighter in Lightroom, but now we can turn it down a little bit on here. And we already kind of did this stuff. Oh, I like to do grain. Get like a little vintage vibe. But there we go. So that's all I'm pretty much gonna do in VSCO, basically just apply that filter. It's not really a huge difference, honestly. Sometimes I'll go into Afterlight, which is like, that's really like middle school, like that is super old. Sometimes I'll go in there just to pop the dust on. So I'll do a little bit of 5, and then I'll do a little bit of 11, and you can see I'm turning them down quite a bit. And then I'll do a little bit more 11, but then I'll make the dust black instead of white. I kind of forgot to show you this because I will go into Facetune, Facetune 2 specifically. I feel like you can control things a little bit more. I actually have both apps, but definitely do this before you do the dust. So you're gonna go to Retouch and then Smooth, and just ever so slightly you could like kind of smooth your face. I do a little bit of my chest there. And so it's at 100%, but you can like actually turn it down to maybe like 50 or something. So that's what I really like about it. Regular Facetune, just like Facetune 1, it's just everything's at like 100%. You could see my like where I'm touching when I screen record, but I don't like to just do it everywhere on my face. I like to just kind of tap. You can also do like a little like color correction. So you can do the picker tool, and it will like pick maybe like right there. So here, let's do my chest. My chest looks kind of pale right here compared to my neck. So I can pick on my neck, and then, so right now it's at 100%, so it looks kind of crazy. But then you can like turn it down, and then it just kind of tanned my chest a little. There you go. So then it just kind of tanned my chest a little, so it's not like kind of a different color than my neck. The details tool is really nice, just to kind of add, you know, like maybe on my sunglasses, make them stand out a little bit. No, just like anything you need to fix up a little bit, I feel like you can do in here. So that's Facetune, and then you can apply the dust. So that is pretty much how I edit. There's this app, and I believe it's free. I need to check on that actually. I just downloaded this. I don't believe it charges, but it's called the Preview app, and it's basically where you can like plan out your feed. You could move this around, and I feel like that's really helpful. So if that's helpful, that's pretty much how I edit. We'll have all the apps that I've used and talked about in this video below in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, make sure to follow me on Instagram at emilygrace.26. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Turn on the notification bell. Give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.